It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Giants. For the chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Still 9 remaining on second down. Going right back to Akers. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Back to throw, Stafford. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs. had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Just beating the play clock. Stafford. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The end result, 21 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. They'll run here with Akers. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Akers. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll look to run with Akers. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Scotty Miller from 3 yards out. And the Giants have struck first in this NFC title game. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 37-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown, they got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big time.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Dobbins trying the left side, and he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Got an open man, finding Jefferson. Touchdown, Falcons. Van Jefferson, 34 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Luck's good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
10. Omaha, remove.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
50. Easy, alert.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Zero. Omaha, ready, move. Hand.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 28 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Cam Akers, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. it's Wilson. Going for the deep ball. And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
And some room to run now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 115 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On second down, a run with Hall. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! Van Jefferson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
We're in the third quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Stafford. Going deep this time for Miller. And this one is incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Akers.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Throwing is Stafford. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Stafford. That's going to be caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And Stafford's going to take it himself. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. On the sneak, it's Stafford. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out as his guys have now moved out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd and 2. Now Wilson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Cameron Curl with the tackle that time. One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. "38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Falcons. J.K. Dobbins, 35 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford going up top for Miller. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
165 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. 2 yards is the pickup, and that leads to an Atlanta 1st down. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Now goal for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They need a touchdown to tie it. Of course, they know full well they won't have too many more possessions, if any, in this championship game. Julian Blackmon bringing him down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Wilson. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a handoff for Dobbins. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Wilson. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Jair Alexander, and the Giants have just about sewn up this football game. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there, and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And the crowd on its feet, and understandably so. They are Super Bowl bound after taking that knee.
How about the ability to celebrate not just winning a championship, but to do it with your fans on your home field? What a great collaboration for them all year long.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to